Remember when you were growing up, you were always told, act your age. Well, now at 74, I'm thinking, I don't want to act my age. But something differently begins happening when you turn 74. People begin asking you, so what are you going to do with your time, all the free time that you have now? And sometimes without even realizing it, we start acting like retirement means slowing everything down. Is there some rule that says you're retired now, so act your age? Well, if there is, I haven't heard of it or I don't even know about it, and I don't want to hear about it. I think retirement should be a time where you give yourself permission to go after the things that you've been putting on for years, and one of them could be just to live. Not recklessly, not foolishly, but with a little more freedom and a little more curiosity. Oh yeah, and maybe a little more fun. And for years, most of us have had a schedule. You know, we get up, we go to work, we pay the bills, raise our kids, and take care of everybody else. But somewhere along the way, we've learned to put our own dreams on the back burner. Then retirement comes along, and suddenly we have something that we haven't had in years. Time. But here's the weird part. Sometimes we don't know what to do with it. We think we're supposed to sit down, slow down, stay home, and be careful. Now, there's nothing wrong with taking it easy, and there's nothing wrong with staying at home. But retirement doesn't mean you've been put on the back shelf. You haven't become irrelevant. You simply have reached the point in your life where you decide what comes next. And that's exciting. You know, one of the most dangerous things we can say to ourselves is, I'm too old for that. I'm too old to learn something new. Too old to start a business. Too old to travel. And too old to make new friends. Too old to try something you've never tried before. But think about this. If you've made it this far, you've already learned something that younger people haven't. You've learned that life always doesn't go the way you have it planned. You know, you've lost things, you've gained things, you've made mistakes, and you've started over. You've survived disappointments, and you've discovered that tomorrow can still be a surprise. So why would you stop being curious now? Maybe the question isn't, am I too old? Maybe the question should be, what am I capable of doing? Now, when I say don't act your age, I'm not talking about pretending you're 30. I'm talking about refusing to let a number decide what kind of life you live. If you want to learn how to play the guitar, then learn how to play the guitar. If you've always wanted to write a book, then start writing. If you've always wanted to make videos like this, then turn on the camera. If you want to volunteer, find someone who needs you. If you want to sit on the front porch with a cup of coffee and watch the sunset, well then do that. Because retirement isn't about doing everything. It's about having the freedom to choose what matters. And maybe that's one of the greatest gifts we've been given. We can finally say, this time is mine. Yeah, so if you're retired, remember this. Retirement isn't a waiting room. Don't spend the rest of your life waiting for something to happen. Make something happen. Try something, learn something, help somebody, laugh a little bit more. Get out of the house, call an old friend, start a project that you've been talking about doing for the last 10 years. And the next time somebody says, aren't you a little too old for that? Maybe it's time to just smile and say, yeah, but I'm not finished yet. Because you're not. Your working years may be behind you, but your story's not. That's still being written. And that's what we're talking about here on Between Coffee and Sunset. Walking through life, one conversation at a time.